Howdy, my name is Jordan, folks call me CJ, and welcome to, something that isn't Jordan's Soapbox. I recently released Knuckles Omnibus, a Ken Penders failure. If you haven't watched it yet, please do. With that video's release debuted Jordan 3.0, the newest incarnation of my VTuber model. Jordan 3.0 has a completely different look because a different artist worked on him. But what happened to Befish Productions and her work on Jordan 3.0? For those who don't know, Befish Productions, I'm calling her Befish from here on out, was the former primary artist for my channel and a former close friend who did mostly everything art-wise, such as my VTuber model, Victors for characters like Sally Acorn, and random art. I commissioned her in September 2023 for an upgraded version of my VTuber model at $175. She had done the previous two versions, and I wanted an upgraded model with everything she had learned up to that point, which was quite a lot. I certainly didn't expect to be waiting nearly 2 years and with nothing to show for it, so what happened? Befish, in the nicest terms I can possibly say, is a terrible businesswoman. Much of this comes from her constantly taking commissions like mine, while also having a huge backlog of commissions. She even admitted this in a post on her Blue Sky account, stating that, quote, "As a lot of my regular commissioners are very aware, my to-do list has gone a little absurd. I've really run myself into a bad cycle of my to-do list being too long, but life continues on, meaning I have to continue to take on more. The list is too long to just bang out in a weekend. I'd love to fix this. Even outside of my wait times, it is a living hell on my mental state. I could continue to stream and work, I just need extra income so I don't need to take on more work." And at this point, she plugs her Ko-Fi memberships. Simply, that's not a sustainable business. It impacts people, including myself, by waiting unacceptable amounts of time for a commission. Her Trello, which keeps track of current commissions and as of this recording was updated recently, is utterly insane. And I have no idea how long these poor folks have been waiting for their commissions. There was little in the way of progress by December 2024, which was the first deadline set, and I was becoming increasingly frustrated due to it being more than a year since the initial payment. Unless the artist warns you it can take that long, totally unacceptable. We established another deadline for February 2025. She also missed this deadline. So we established one final deadline for July 2025. It also is around this time where Befish became increasingly upset over my political views. I understand political topics are incredibly complicated, and I try to be as understanding as possible. I am also aware during this time I wasn't exactly the most pleasant person to be around, with my mental health on a downward spiral due to being harassed, sent death threats, and even doxxed over a video I made talking about anti-Semitism within the Sonic community. With weeks before the commission was supposed to be finished, Befish suddenly texted me on July 1st to say not only she wanted to terminate the nearly decade-long friendship we had, but she was not going to finish the commission either due to my views. I attempted to see if there was a misunderstanding. Perhaps Befish thought I was supportive of awful things. To be clear, I wasn't. But throughout the resulting conversation, it became clear there was no convincing her at all. She at least had the decency to refund me the full amount for the commission, which I initially refused and asked she complete the commission as agreed to. For the record, this was wrong, as Befish does have a terms of service stating she has the, quote, right to cancel and refund the customer no matter what the reason. As understandably upset as I was about this entire situation, two wrongs don't make a right. I did apologize in an email sent to her when I confirmed receipt of her refund, but never received a response back. But honestly, what really astounded me with this entire situation was how Befish outright lied about what happened afterwards. Befish claims during the refund conversation I extorted her for money, a serious accusation, when in reality I made a mistake figuring out how much she owed me in a refund. I couldn't even remember what I paid Befish for because it had been nearly 2 years since I commissioned her. I went off by her current commission prices. I apologized for the mistake both during the initial conversation, the email sent afterwards, and even a conversation with her freaking boyfriend who reached out after a bunch of out of context messages to make me look bad were leaked. I was already reeling from a lost friendship and a long-awaited commission being cancelled, but to outright lie about what happened to make herself look better is insane. Friends of Sarah were even worse, who abandoned and later harassed me after detailing my commission experience in a Google document. Thankfully, this story does have a happy ending. In the aftermath of all of this, I started to look for another artist to complete Jordan 3.0 when I stumbled upon Varian over on VGen. Not only did they have an art style I adored, but their pricing was excellent for the work being done. My experience commissioning Varian could not have been more different. There were clear deadlines, communication was consistent with Varian constantly updating me on progress, and it was all completed in around 2 months. I could not recommend Varian enough, and I'll leave some links in the description of this video and Jordan Soapbox videos moving forward. They deserve far more support than what they're currently getting. And that's the story of my nightmare commissioning Befish. I really wish the debut of Jordan 3.0 could have happened under better circumstances. But he's here now. Sure, he looks a little bit different, but underneath, he's still me. I will miss Jordan 2.0 as much as anyone else. He's the VTuber model most folks associate with me. But I think you can understand the reasons why his continued use is a non-starter. It will take time for some folks to acclimate to the change, but I assure you it will be worth it. Knuckles Omnibus, A Ken Pender's Failure, was actually written with Jordan 2.0 in mind. The script was completed in June, so I haven't even shown off all the new stuff Jordan can do. Give it time. I appreciate all the support that I've been given through this difficult time in my life, and finally I can end this chapter and focus on the next one. And I am really excited about the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next Jordan Soapbox.